Hi, I'm Elizabeth Yang and a member of the Ceramics Club. I'm also the Ceramacist of the Month. So in Clubhouse 2, there's a display case, and you can see several of the items that I made that are there on display in the display case. I've been a member of the Ceramics Club for about 10 years, and I've learned to make different things using clay. And one of the things that I made today, and I actually did a course on it, it was making this little cup. And this is, the technique for this is pinch pot. Because you take the clay, it's a ball of clay, and then you use your thumb in the clay. So you're pressing down and out with your thumb, and you're pressing up with your fingers. You're pinching the clay, and you make the pinch pot. This is an example. And I have an example of some other things that I've made using the pinch pot technique. So you start out with one little pinch pot, and then you stack another one on top of it, and then you cut out the hole here and you connect the two, and that's how you get a little vase. This is actually 3 little cups together to make this one vase. And you can pinch a teacup. So here I simply pinched the teacup and then added a handle on the teacup. And it's a very nice little teacup to use. Another thing that I enjoy doing is working with plates. And with this technique, first I make the face, and I use like men and women, and I generally make African American hair for the faces that I make. So for this technique, I take the clay and I use a grater. And then I take the clay that's been grated and I make the hair. Then I paint it and I put it on a plate. Now, this technique for the painting of the plate, I blow the paint onto the plate. So I use an instrument that I have. I put the paint in the diffuser, and then I blow the paint on the plate. And I use different colors. And here you can see green and yellow and red and black and different colors. When I came to Leisure World, I was working. I'm still working. I work about 30 hours a week. But I wanted to find something very relaxing to do. And I was walking down the hall. The door to the Ceramics Club was open because it's a very welcoming place, a very welcoming atmosphere. I came in, and the president at that time met me, and she explained what ceramics is, and I didn't have any idea that I would be able to do ceramics. So you are trained, and then after I was trained, you make a small piece, and then you learn to make bigger pieces. We have molds. This is the mold for the African man. There's also a mold for the African woman, and I've made both. So I made several African men because I really, really liked it, and then I made several of the African women, and then I made the hair, and I already showed you the hair that I make, and I make longer hair for the women, and I braid the hair, and I even put, here you can see it's just the legs, but I'll put a little skirt on the man, and I'll also add like a little spear. So you can add different things to the mold. What I enjoy most about doing ceramics is the people and the community. It feels like a very warm and very welcoming place to work. And I also enjoy teaching. I taught a class on how to use the decals. I taught a class on how to do the pinch pot. So I enjoy sharing what I learned with other people in the club. One of my favorite pieces on display in the display case is the watering can, because I use lots of different decals. and you'll see the different colors of the different decals and how they blend together. And then I use a paintbrush technique to kind of like blend those colors all together. I draw my inspiration from some of the people that work here. There are lots of very sophisticated artists that work in the Ceramics Club. I learn it from them, or I may look for different ideas on the internet, and we also have several books with different types of ceramics, and I use those. My advice for someone that wants to join the Ceramics Club was not to feel intimidated or thinking that, oh gee, I could never do anything like that, because it really is a very welcoming atmosphere here. People are willing to train you and to help you. When I'm here, people are always asking me, how do you do this? Am I doing this right, that right? Always willing to take the time to help people answer their questions. And other people are also willing to give me that same type of assistance. You don't have to have any experience. When I started, I didn't have any experience with ceramics at all, but I find it to be just very fulfilling and relaxing, and I think you would find this to be a relaxing place also. It really feels good to be named the Ceramacist of the Month, because now not only can the people within the club see what I've made, but other people, residents of Leisure World and friends, can come and see all of the wonderful things. I think they're wonderful, and other people tell me they're wonderful too, but people can also see all of the things that I've made, and that just makes me feel good.